They never planned to fall in love. In fact, they never even spoke about it. It just happened. Silently, he was 25. Young. Thoughtful. Still figuring out who he was supposed to become. She was 45. Calm. Composed, carrying the weight of years she never talked about. They met in a quiet place, not a cafe, not a party. A small public library, where silence was respected more than words. He noticed her first. Not because she was trying to be seen, but because she wasn't. She sat by the window every afternoon, reading slowly, like time didn't chase her anymore. He chose a seat 2 tables away. Always. No reason. Just comfort. Days passed. Weeks. They never exchanged names. Yet, somehow, they began to wait for each other. If she arrived late, his focus drifted from the pages. If he didn't show up, her eyes searched the entrance just once. Sometimes their eyes met. No smile. No apology. Just a soft acknowledgement, you're here. And that was enough. One rainy evening, the library was almost empty. He stood to leave, then paused. His voice was hesitant. "Excuse me, is that book worth reading?" She looked up surprised, but not uncomfortable. A small smile touched her lips. "It is," she said. "If you like stories that don't rush." That sentence stayed with him. They talked for 3 minutes. Only about books. Yet when they parted, both felt something unfamiliar, not excitement. Peace. Their conversations remained. Rare. Short. Gentle. She never asked about his past. He never asked why she was alone. But somehow, they understood. She sensed his restlessness, the pressure of youth, expectations, unfinished dreams. He sensed her quiet strength and the loneliness she carried so gracefully. Once, he said softly, "You seem settled." She replied, "I've learned how to sit with myself." That was when he realized she wasn't older. She was deeper. One evening, as they walked outside together, someone stared. Too long. He noticed her slow down. "Does it bother you?" he asked. She didn't pretend yes, she said honestly, but not enough to walk away. He stopped. Looked at her, then I won't either. No confession followed, but something shifted. From that day on, they walked side by side, not touching, yet closer than most couples ever. They never called it love. There were no promises. No future plans spoken aloud. But she remembered how he took his tea. He remembered the dates she grew quiet. She listened when he doubted himself. He listened when she spoke about dreams she thought were long buried. Their love was not loud. It didn't demand. It rested. One day, he was offered a job in another city. He told her calmly. She nodded, knew this day would come. There was no drama. Just honesty. At the station, before leaving, he finally said what he had never dared to say. "You changed how I understand love." She smiled, eyes shining. "And you reminded me," she whispered, "that it can still find me." They hugged, not tightly. But fully. Love didn't come loudly into their lives, it came in silence. And that silence. If you've ever loved someone in silence, if you've ever understood someone without a single word being said, then this story isn't just theirs, it's yours too. Please like this video, because even the quietest love deserves to be acknowledged. And subscribe, if you're here for stories that don't shout, but slowly find their way into the heart. Do leave a comment below. And have you ever felt a love like this? Because some kinds of love are not meant to be heard, they're meant to be felt.